everyone, we're back.
Hello.
Thank you for all your support and your positive and nice comments. So yes, before we go into
Tonight's game in more detail.
We're going to
just
talk
have a brief
about
summarise.
Saturday's game. And shortly after this video, we'll be off to the game.
Which just absolutely can't wait. So we'll make another what they call shorts later on.
YouTube
en route,
short.
just to show you us en route. About 60 mile trip door to door. Well, from home to where we park up basically. So 120 mile round trip, but worth every single mile when we win.
Yes.
But we get to win the season, so let's hope tonight it's our first win.
Yes.
Touching wood, everyone, as you can
touch wood.
probably hear. So come on, Blues. Anyway, as you just said, just brief talk about Saturday's game. What we thought, how we played.
Well,
Friday night we were both so excited, weren't we?
Went to the game all buzzing.
Got up,
the feeling.
rushing around, couldn't wait. We set off at, obviously it was the 12:30 kickoff on Saturday.
So we set off at about, maybe, would you say 8:30?
About 8:30 I think we left on Saturday, yes. Really optimistic, really excited. As I said, the first game, it's never easy, your first game of the season playing away from home. That whoever you're playing, in this case for us it was Sheffield United, their supporters
our first home game was against Bristol City.
Oh, I know the first home game was, but our first game of this season was away to Sheffield United. And all their supporters like us, full of optimism, hope for the season ahead. They had a large crowd again for themselves. Desperate to get off to that winning start, just as we were.
The first game of the season is the first game that you set the standards and the supporters see how you're going to play, and you get I know it's still early days, but the first game's where you see how it's going to plan out.
It gives you good idea, good insight in how you're going to start, all that sort of thing. And just the weekend, it was, well, firstly again formation wise. As soon as again Stano on the wing.
Everybody knows that. Every Blues fan has said. I've heard it all around the stadium, all on YouTube, social media. Stano is out of position. Davis is playing him out of position. Stano is a centre forward.
I love Stano for his work ethic, his determination, his aggression, his everything about him. But
he loves
just at the moment and for some time now, he's struggling. It's a lot of it must be down to confidence. He's being played out of position as we, clearly say. And as you've just said, many people say. But it's also, I think, a lack of confidence now in that he's just going so long again without getting a goal. It's starting to affect him. But at the same time, Davis is trying to accommodate him. He's trying to accommodate him into the team, but then in doing that, in not his natural position, Stansfield can't have his best game, and then as a result, it looks like he's not performing at his best.
That's true.
Because of Chris Davis is playing him out of position. And I last season, well, probably both of us and Grandad included, we've never been jumping up and down about, getting rid of Chris Davis.
No.
But at the same time, like many Blues supporters, it was becoming...
It was becoming a thing.
It was just building and building and building, and our away from home form last season especially, something had to change. We couldn't just continue as we were, playing the same sort of tactics, the same team, etc., etc.
Can I just say what I think?
And just going to the game and losing. And every game again last season, our fantastic away support, selling out every game, including John, who we can say hello to now. Thanks for coming up to us in the box to box, John, and having had a good chat with John, didn't we? He's again, John has a long way to travel every single week. He hasn't missed a home or away game in
40 or 30 years. Long time.
Absolutely fantastic. But again, John, another diehard die-hard supporters as well. The effort, the expense, everything that goes into watching us away from home. And last season was just not good enough.
I know, yeah.
So in the end, we were like, well, Davis, he's going to struggle to be in a job if this continues.
It was like, if he doesn't change the way it's going, he'll lose his job. And definitely this season, our owners are not going to mess around. It's like every game, it's if we lose 2 games and he's out.
Well, that's what we think. Maybe a little more than 2 games, but I don't think he's much more than 3 games away from being 3-4 games away from being removed from his position. Because tonight's game, and again, although we said we're really enthusiastic, excited about tonight, still on that lingering over us from Saturday. It was just the lackluster, the lack of that intensity, the lack of the almost desire, passion, the things that just should come naturally to us as a team, and we just lacked that the weekend. And as a result still of that, I'm just still a bit, just a little bit, and that's made me fearful about tonight. I mean, Brentford's going to be extremely difficult in the best of times, but it was just that lack of intensity the weekend. And Davis as well always says that's the one thing that you'll always get from his teams. From Birmingham, just that commitment, that never give up. And as we said, to our credit, we did carry on to the end to get that penalty, where we could have just thought, okay, we're beaten now, but we carried on and we carried on.
Yeah, but, I think, honestly, I feel like, I don't understand. Beadle is, he's playing loopy balls that go over. And most of the time, these balls just go over. And we're fighting for the ball, trying to jump up and hit it. But they just get it and they go back and they start running and attacking the goal. And it seems like Paik and Iwata.
He can't continue to play them.
Yeah, it seems like the golden boys for Chris Davis.
Yeah,
he's got to understand that he's push his stubbornness to the side. He doesn't need to keep on playing them. They don't need to be always played. Switch it up.
They've both done extremely well for us over the years.
Yeah.
They were both with us in... They were, weren't they? They were both with us in the Championship. And is that right? Yeah. And they
2023.
And they both stuck with us in League One. So
no,
again,
I think they joined in League One, I'm sure, with Clara. Because Clara joined in League One. Yeah.
We had one of them, surely, didn't we, that stuck with us, or not?
No, all of them, I think, joined in 2024 September.
Well, anyway, okay, whatever the situation, I think you're probably right there, actually.
Or maybe 2024 January.
They've both been, they seem genuine characters, nice people off the field as well, hard-working, full of commitment on the field. But certainly Iwata at the moment is not in his best form. Paik's played in the World Cup, barely had a break, played virtually every single game for us last season. Then he's gone off playing in the World Cup for his nation. And to me, I think he just needs a bit of a break. But as you say, to play Paik and Iwata in the same team, and Solis, as much as I'm loving watching Solis and think he's going to be a fantastic acquisition player for us, and he seems to be improving almost game by game now. Ultimately, the three of them are what you would describe more as defensive players than attacking players. And certainly on Saturday, we're the home team. To have the three of them in the team and Stansfield out on the wing, it's just not working.
Yeah, we play like they're waiting.
The whole crowd know it and have been, in our own way, putting that across to Chris Davis. Both supporters, he knows, and he still continues to do it. So tonight's game, which, we don't want to lose any game, we want to win every single game we step out on the pitch to play. But I think personally tonight's game now takes on another level almost, because that going back to me personally thinking Chris Davis is 3-4 games away, or certainly 3-4 defeats in a row.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're not going to stand for that as a board, you know. So tonight's game is a vital game now, I think. One, we want to win it to get through to the next round, but over and above that, it's that we've got to show that commitment, desire, aggression, tempo, you know, get us off the seats tonight, and to show some kind of more ideal of what we're doing. Because what I said to you now, didn't I? When we're in League One, Chris Davies everyone knew, all of the, you know, those in League One, the Championship, the media, that we were a possession-based footballing team. Now on recent interviews, when you hear Chris Davies, I think it was one for our own...
I think it might be a Sheffield United game on YouTube.
Or Post or whatever it was around that time. You know, one of the reporters said to him about... I can't remember exactly, but basically Davies responded in, he doesn't care now. He's not bothered in many ways as to how we play, as long as we get results, as long as we win the game.
Yeah, now
but that's a huge change from League One, where it was possession.
We've lost our identity. And no team, for example, if a team was coming to St Andrews and they had analysts to do, they wouldn't know. I don't know myself as a Birmingham supporter. What way do we play now? Do we play possession? Do we play direct?
We seem to
play. I don't know.
We've obviously gone more directs, but directs not fully direct.
No.
You know, it's almost like he's. Well, I don't know. He's reluctant to leave that possession-based team, that possession-based, you know, sort of description of us.
Yeah.
But yet, we're booting the ball up to Priska. Yes, he might be 6'4", 6'5", whatever he is, but he hasn't got. Still, even though we both think again he's got a bit bigger over the summer.
Yeah.
He can't hold the ball up like for example Djukovic used to. Just to name one player.
Yeah.
And he at the moment, and when again on Saturday, when he did win the ball in the air. He wasn't winning it cleanly, wasn't he? He wasn't winning it with purpose, with direction of heading the ball down or across or laying off the ball. It was he might win the ball in the air and it just skims off his head. But where it went, who knows?
Yeah.
Where again, just mentioning Djukovic as the last sort of player of that kind we had, who actually could physically do it, if he would win the ball in the air, you know,